Hey everyone, welcome back. In this section, I want to talk a bit about your voice. And if you notice, I'm very calm right now, and I'm speaking in a very gentle, maybe soothing, almost meditative-like tone. Now, when I first grew up, I had a very weak voice, I was tone deaf, and I really spoke in the same way all the time. But as I started to tune into my voice, as I started to awaken and open up the music within, I began to realize how much my voice really had to offer, what it could share with the world. And that is a huge piece of this section, is that I want to help you and support you to open up this beautiful thing inside, because you have an incredible gift right here and here and here and really everywhere. But really with the voice, you have this amazing gift that wants to come out. And you're a poet already. You're a musician, you're an artist. You don't need to have years and years of training to get to this place where you can sing and share. Yes, you can hone and craft your voice, and you can learn singing techniques and breathing techniques that can help and support. And I do hope that this course and other teachers out there support you in that journey. But really first, and the first step, is to recognize something. And one of my teachers that I had, Sylvia Nakash, one of her most basic pieces of advice is this: first, feel free. Now, it might sound easier said than done, but she has this amazing exercise that I'd like you to do. And this is just one of those things where it pertains to music in general, but specifically to your voice. So I want you to take some time, just do some journaling, and write about all of the insecurities and the fears and the things, the stories around your voice, all the things that are keeping you from really letting your voice out, from really activating your voice. Just write them down, okay? You can pause the video, you can write, and then you can keep playing the video once that's done. Do it, I mean it. And welcome back. If you actually did the exercise, awesome. If not, no worries. But once you've written down this whole list of all the things that you think about your voice, all you need to do now is, and you can turn it into a ceremony if you want, but is simply just burn the paper. Because the thing about life in general, and I can relate this to music, but really in life, we're born in this world where we have all these stories and all these beliefs, and they make up who we think we are. But the truth is, no words can contain us. There's no thing that we can say, this is me, and that's just how it's going to be. Because we're infinite, we're always changing, we're always growing. So when we try to define ourselves or define things outside of ourselves, we're holding on to them. We're having this sense of control that can often keep us from being this beautiful, blossoming flower that's always budding and growing and changing. So when you recognize the stories that you have and all the things that have made you believe that you're supposed to be something that you're not, and you start to write them down and purge them out of your existence, this is the process of awakening, recognizing, waking up and realizing, whoa, I'm not who I thought I was. I'm not who my parents thought I needed to be or society told me I had to be. I'm so much more, and I don't even know what that means yet. Because I spent my life thinking I had to be this, and now it turns out I can be anything that I want, so what does that look like? And that's the cool thing about music, is as you start to shed, as you start to break down these stories, that's why I kind of call it a music unschool. When you start to break down and dissolve the stories holding you back, well, suddenly the music that's inside of you, it's there, it's already waiting just to come out and just express itself and be born. So on this journey together during this school, we're going to be exploring a lot of different facets of music. But to me, one of the most sacred and connected pieces of music is understanding our breath, understanding our voice, and being able to speak and sing confidently, clearly, as this pure vehicle and this pure channel that we are. Because it's easy to, try to figure out what we're supposed to do in this world, And when I say it's easy, I mean it's easy to think that that's what we're supposed to do. Of course I need to figure out what I need to do. I need to write these things. But it can be very heady, and it can be very confusing because life can be weird and scary. So when we open up our music channel, you'll start to see how that will change the rest of your life. Because what starts to happen is you actually start to find ways to express yourself, and it's in that expression, it's in being in that dance, being in that song where things come out that maybe your brain couldn't have thought of. And suddenly this piece of you comes out that's beyond fear, beyond judgment and worry. And then you're like, oh, whoa, maybe that's closer to who I am than, this thing that's trying to figure it out up in here. So music has so many benefits. And when you start to understand your voice and your breath, I can't wait for you. I'm excited to hear how it goes. So, yeah, awesome.